Hello students, today we are going to learn a poem from 10th standard English textbook. The name of the poem is very nice, The World Is Mine. The World Is Mine poem is written by Joy Lovett Crawford. This poem is written by Joy Lovett Crawford. She was a poet, an artist, an essayist, etc. and was born in New York City. Now when we utter the name of the poem, The World Is Mine, what do we understand from this poem? First, I am going to tell you the introduction of the poem. What is the central idea of this poem? Now the central idea of this poem is very simple. No one is perfect in this world. No one is perfect in this world. Each and every person has got their flaws. Means they are not having something, at least one thing. Each and every person is not having a complete personality. Each and every person is having some flaws, some negatives. No one is complete. So instead of dominating the negativity, what we should do? Let's be happy. Let's be happy seeing the positive side of what we have. Let's be happy with the positive side of what we have. Here in the poem, the poet keeps complaining about every small thing, but later understood that the value when she sees others' sufferings. You will be able to learn that when the poet meets various people, she comes to know that her suffering is very less, and after that she knows that rather than complaining about every small thing, she understood the value when she sees others' sufferings. Now we are going to learn about this poem stanza by stanza. Now in this poem, the poet uses different rhyming scheme in each and every stanzas. There are total 4 stanzas in this poem, and each stanza is having different rhyming scheme. For example, in the first stanza, the rhyme scheme used here is A, B, C, C. In the next stanza, the rhyme scheme used is AB, B, CC, DD. And the next stanza, the rhyme scheme is AA, B, B, CC. And in the last stanza, AAA, B, B. The number of lines is also not the same. The number of lines used in each stanza is also not same. It varies in each stanza. So now we are going to learn explanation and the idea of each and every stanza. First, I am going to read each stanza, and then I will explain that particular stanza. The first stanza. Today on a bus I saw a lovely girl with silken hair. Today on a bus I saw a lovely girl with silken hair. I envied her. She seemed so gay, and I wished I was so fair. I envied her. She seemed so gay, and I wished I was so fair. When suddenly she rose to leave, I saw her hobble down the aisle. Oh God, forgive me when I whine. Oh God, forgive me when I whine. I have 2 legs. The world is mine. Now in this stanza, now we are going to learn what is the meaning of first stanza. The poet was going to some destination from one place to another place in a bus. And in a bus she saw a lovely girl, a beautiful girl. The girl who was sitting in that bus was very, very beautiful. And her hair was also silken one. Hair was also very beautiful, silken, very smooth. The girl was having smooth hair, silken hair, and that's why the poet started envying her. To envy. What is the meaning of envy? Envied. It means the poet became jealous of that girl. Why she became jealous of that girl? Because the girl was having very beautiful and silken hair. The girl was having very beautiful and silken hair, and at the same time the poet was not having beautiful and silken hair. That's why the poet started envying that particular girl who was having silken hair. She seemed so gay, she seemed so beautiful, so smart, so charming, and I wished I was so fair. Her skin tone was also another type of skin tone was there. Fair skin tone was there. The girl was having fair skin tone, which the poet was not having, and this was the second reason why the poet started envying that particular girl. But suddenly what happened? The poet saw her, the girl rose from her place. It might be her stop. She might be leaving the bus. And that's why the girl rose from her chair like this. The girl rose from her chair. But when the poet saw that the girl was not walking properly, she was having fumble in her walk. I saw her hobble down. To hobble down means walk with a limp. Unsteadily. She was not walking properly. Why she was not walking properly? Because the girl was wearing artificial limb. And that's why it was not possible for her to walk smoothly in that bus. And suddenly the poet understood that the poet was having two fine legs. That's why the poet understood that the girl was not having proper legs. That's why she was fumbling in her walk. But at the same time, the poet was having very fine legs, and that's why she makes. That's why she asks God to forgive her for which thing? Though the poet was having legs, she was yet complaining about what she was not having. For example, she was not having beautiful hair, she was not having fair color, yet she was having very nice legs and she was able to walk on her own. But this was not with that girl. The girl was not walking properly, she was walking with a fumble. That's why the poet says to God, forgive me when I whine, when I make complaint about what I do not have. Now in the first stanza, the rhyme scheme used is A, B, C, C. And about the figure of speech, in the first stanza, figure of speech used is inversion. Example, today upon a bus, I saw a very beautiful girl. After learning first stanza, we are going to learn about second stanza. First, I am going to read the second stanza, each and every line. Then I will explain it. And then I stopped to buy some sweets. The lad who sold them had such charm. I talked with him. He seemed so talked with, and if I were late, it would do no harm. I talked with him and he seemed so calm, and if I were late, it would do no harm. And as I left, he said to me, I thank you. You have been so kind. It's nice to talk with folks like you. You see, he said, I am blind. It's nice to talk with folks like you. You see, he said, I am blind. Oh God, forgive me. When I whine, I have two eyes, the world is mine. I have two eyes, the world is mine. In the second stanza, the poet says that when she stopped in a shop to buy some sweets, as we learned that, and then I stopped to buy some sweets. The poet stopped at a shop to buy some sweets for herself, for her children, etc., etc. She wanted to buy some sweets, and then the lad, the person, the boy who was selling them, he was having a charming personality. He was looking very smart, he was looking very charming, he was looking very enthusiastic, enjoyable, and she found that the shopkeeper to be very charming. Shopkeeper means the boy who was selling the sweets. He was very charming, he was very enthusiastic, and as she talked to him, the boy was so happy. The boy became very happy. Why he became very happy? That we are going to learn after some time, after 1 minute maybe. She thanked him for being kind to him, as most of the people don't even bother to speak with him. As he was a blind person, each and every person was avoiding that boy. Why each and every person was avoiding that boy? Because the boy was a blind person. He was not able to see each and everything. The boy was completely blind, and that's why he became sad each and every time. But when the poet talked with him, he became very glad. At least somebody talked with me. Without keeping in mind that I am blind, somebody talked with me. That's why the poet became very emotional, and she understood that she was having very nice and beautiful eyes. She was having very beautiful and nice eyes, and she thanks God. Oh God, I am thanking you that you gave me two beautiful eyes. That's why I can see the world. The world is very, very nice. The world is mine. She said mine. And second stanza, what is the rhyme scheme used by the poet? A, B, B, C, C, D, D. In this second stanza, the rhyme scheme used here is A, B, B, C, C, D, D. We learned that the rhyme scheme used in this second stanza. Now we are going to learn that the figure of speech used in this stanza. The figure of speech used in this stanza is onomatopoeia. The example is, "Oh God, forgive me when I whine." Okay, now we are going to learn about third stanza. Third stanza, listen carefully. Later, while walking down the street, I saw a child with eyes of blue. Later, while walking down the street, I saw a child with eyes of blue. He stood and watched the others play. It seemed he knew not what to do. He stood and watched the others play. It seemed he knew not what to do. I stopped a moment, and then I said, "Why don't you join them, dear?" And then I said, "Why don't you join them, dear?" He looked ahead without a word, and then I knew he could not hear. He looked ahead without a word, and then I knew he could not hear. Oh God, forgive me when I whine. Oh God, forgive me when I whine. I have 2 ears, the world is mine. I have 2 ears, the world is mine. Okay, now we are going to learn what is the meaning and what the poet wants to say in this third stanza. After some time, after leaving the bus, after leaving that particular shop, she was walking down the street, and the poet saw a child with eyes of blue. There was a child. The child was there, and the child was having blue eyes, and he stood and watched the others play. The child was sitting and watching each and everyone who was playing on the street, nearby the street, but the child was not playing with each of the fellow children. The child was watching everyone carefully, but the child was not playing with them, and it seemed he knew not what to do. It means that the poet wanted to know what was the reason the boy was sitting here. The boy was observing each and every child but not playing with them. What was the reason? She was very curious. She became very curious, and that's why she stopped a moment and then asked that boy, "Why don't you join them, dear boy? Why don't you go and play with other fellows? What is the reason? Why are you sitting here?" But there was no answer from that boy. There was no answer from that boy. He looked ahead without a word. He was not paying attention to that poet, and he was not looking at that poet. But he was not saying any word, and after observing that boy and after talking with other children, she knew that the boy was not able to hear. The boy was not able to hear. And that's why she again says to God, "Oh God, forgive me. Oh God, forgive me, because I am having beautiful ears. The sound of nature I can hear. Each and every beautiful tune I can hear. But yet I am having these beautiful eyes, these very nice ears. I make complaint. And that's why she says to God, "Oh God, forgive me, because I always make complaint for what I do not have. But at the same time, I am having many things which others don't have. That's why I want to say, oh God, forgive me." Okay. In the fourth stanza, the rhyme scheme used here is AABBCC. In the fourth stanza, rhyme scheme used AABBCC. And in this stanza, which figure of speech is used? Imagery is used. And the example is, I saw a child with eyes of blue. I saw a child with eyes of blue. Okay. Now about fourth stanza. With legs to take me where I will go. With legs to take me where I will go. With eyes to see the sunset's glow. With eyes to see the sunset's glow. With ears to hear what I would know. With ears to hear what I would know. O God, forgive me. O God, forgive me. When I whine, I am blessed. The world is mine. In the fourth stanza, what the poet wants to say, with legs to take me where I will go. In this world, there are many people who are not having legs. They are lame. They cannot walk. They cannot go from one place to another place. But I am having legs to go from one place to another place where I want to go. Wherever I want to go, I can go by using my own legs. I am not dependent upon any other person. With eyes to see the sunset's glow. I can see beautiful things in this nature which is made by you. Oh God, this nature, each and everything is made by you, and that particular beauty I can enjoy with the help of my eyes. That particular beauty I can enjoy with the help of my eyes. I am having beautiful and nice eyes, and with the help of these eyes I can enjoy the beauty of the nature. I can see the beauty of sunset's glow, and with the ears to hear what I would know. I am having nice ears, very capable ears. I can enjoy the chirping of birds. I can enjoy various sounds which are very, very beautiful. And yet in this world there are many people who are not having eyes, who are not having ears, who are not able to listen. Yet I make complaint about what I do not have. That's why, oh God, forgive me, because each and every time I make a wine. I have been very blessed. I have been very blessed. Indeed, the world is mine. You have given me many things which others do not have. For example, eyes, ears, legs, hands, etc., etc. And in this world, there are many people who are not having these things, yet I make complaint. That's why I want to forgive. That's why I want to forgive, because though I am having these things, I made complaint about what I do not have. That is the central idea of this fourth stanza. In the fourth stanza, the rhyme scheme used by the poet is AAABB. In the fourth stanza, rhyme scheme used by the poet is AAABB. And what is the figure of speech used in this fourth stanza? The figure of speech used in this stanza is alliteration. The figure of speech used in this stanza is alliteration, and the example is family and friends. Now we are going to learn what is the central idea or the theme of the poem. The theme of the poem is very simple. The theme of the poem is worth of life or worth of the things we have. Importance of the things we have. We should not make complaints about what we do not have. We should be very happy with what we have. We should not make complaints. And we should learn to value things and not just keep crying for everything. We are blessed and lucky with the things we have got. For example, eyes, ears, legs, etc. In the poem, the poet understands the value of her life, the things she got when she saw others' sufferings, from a smile on their face. It means that others were not having at least one thing, and yet they were happy in their life, and the poet was having almost everything in comparison with those people, and she was yet making complaints of what she was not having. Examples, we have learned that. She became emotional when she saw a lady in the bus who was not able to walk, and still gave a lovely smile to that poet. The poet was complaining to God if she too would have been pretty like her. But she was sorry for the charming shopkeeper, and she was sorry for the boy who was not able to hear, and she felt to be blessed with the eyes, legs, family, friends, etc. The poet learned to value things from these incidents.